Well, I think you hit the nail on the head initially when you pointed out it's $11.3 billion of spending that's totally discretionary spending. Nobody's expecting a Halloween gift or some sort of a Halloween process. So it's really discretionary. And what are they spending their money on? Well, this year they're spending their money on costumes. They're spending their money on food, a lot of Halloween parties. So it's the full age gambit. It's the little kids who are doing trick-or-treating. The girls want to be Elsa. That's the #1 costume, from Frozen, the princess. The little boys are superheroes. That's #1 costume for boys. So you have the little kids, then you have the older kids, you have the teenagers, you have the 20-somethings, the millennials, they're having parties, and even the adults spending on costumes and food and parties, as well as the trick-or-treating candy.
Your survey must have interviewed my daughters, because my 4.5-year-old is just nuts about Queen Elsa from Frozen, and my 2.5-year-old loves Anna. Give us an idea of how people are shopping, because when you go into malls in the U.S. at around this time, just about every store has Halloween promotions and sales. Exactly how are consumers shopping? Right. What is luring them into a particular store?
Well, in our survey, we found most people are looking for the discounts. And so that's what's driving people into the stores where they have discounts. And the discount stores are doing very well. They're picking up the biggest chunk of all of the Halloween shopping. But you also have drugstores doing very well, and some of the wholesale clubs are doing very well on the Halloween side. And then across the country, you have these pop-up stores, these Halloween stores that open just for the season, and they do very well. And when you have a Halloween store, it drives traffic into the shopping centers. And really, you have three things happening with Halloween. You have this incremental sales traffic being driven into the shopping center, so you're getting incremental sales. Also, it's such a discretionary holiday, it's a good leading indicator for the upcoming holiday shopping period. And an increase in Halloween sales always points to positive holiday sales. And the shopping centers continue to be a host for the Halloween, whether it's trick-or-treating or Halloween parties. 1 out of 5 Americans said that they're going to do some sort of a Halloween activity in their local shopping center or their local shopping mall tonight.
Yeah, you know, Mike, it's all about the experience, right, of going to those shopping centers. And in fact, it's really similar here in Singapore. In fact, I was just in a shopping center yesterday, and, you know, they've dressed them all up, even in the supermarkets there. And so that's whole part of experience, the customer experience of wanting to go and see these things, touch and feel and actually buy. But talk to us about the trends that the retail industry has sort of had to deal with, and the migration to purchases being made online versus brick and mortar. Is that transpiring during that Halloween shopping season?
Well, the trends during the Halloween shopping period really are not any different from the overall retail trends. About 96% of all retail sales take place in stores. So by far, retail sales are occurring in the physical stores, in the brick and mortar stores. I think the exciting trend that's happening in our industry is the combination of technology and brick and mortar stores. And the retailers who are doing very well are the ones who have made that work. So you get the shopper who does their research online before they go into the store. We call that web rooming. No pun intended with the spider webs, but looking online first, figuring out where the item is, where the best price is, then making the store trip to make that acquisition. So that combination of internet and physical store experience is boosting overall sales. And our consumers, when we talk to them about where do you like to shop, by far they prefer to shop in stores. They like to be able to touch the merchandise, to feel the merchandise. You know, if it's a costume, they want to be able to try it on and see if it brings out the right personality for their children, themselves, or even for their pets.